Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name's Amy, and I'm so glad you're here today. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How are you doing? I always enjoy connecting with your energy, and I'm really glad you're here today. So keep in mind, this is a general session, it's a general reading, it's a collective message. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private sessions. All that information is in my description box below, and hopefully I'll remember to put up my new email address. So I hope you guys are doing well whenever you're watching this. Now, this is a timeless reading, so when you find it and it resonates, then it's for you. Okay, so I'm going to continue with using the Beyond Lemuria deck. There is just so many wonderful energies in this oracle deck. I keep discovering them, and I'm just in awe of the creative genius that went into this, creating this deck. I keep getting guided back to it. So I'm going to get an overall energy. Let me get my cards together. I'm going to get an overall energy, and I'm going to read a little bit from the book. So here we go. Calling in all of our guides, our angels, our spirits, our beings, ancestors, of whatever paradigm you resonate with, to come in and give us the highest vibing messages and most powerful realizations for our highest good that serves the collective. All right. Can I have one card, please? One. Which one? This one? Okay. All right, let's see. New Blueprints, 38. Now, this is a low light reading on purpose. I enjoy reading in low light, so I find the messages are a little different that come through. Beautiful energy. New blueprints. And there's a butterfly on her heart, her throat chakra. That's lovely. Her heart chakra is just open. It's a lotus. It's alive with violet fire of creation. And then we have this beautiful butterfly blooming from her throat chakra, and her third eye and crown are aligned. There's just a lot of light here, a lot of awareness, a lot of really starting to integrate higher frequencies and bringing them forth into the world. That's what we do with our throat chakra. The road to healing a throat chakra is very intense. If you have trauma or any kind of, tough, energetically plasmic, sticky energy that's happened from some kind of issue, a lot of times our throat chakra will shrink. It can gray out. And we begin to not be able to communicate well or speak well, and we can't really express ourselves in the world. So this is beautiful. Let's look up this in the book 38. 38. Okay. I put in some looking for 38, looking for the page music. Okay. All right. So this is, I don't know if you guys can read it, but I'm going to put the book right here. Okay. Be the change. Take action. Take a step. No matter how small, ignite an upward spiral. Make a positive change. Ethics and compassion create a ripple of light. I was going to say a rippling effect, but it's the one and the same. Compassion. Ethics and compassion creating a ripple of light. That's powerful. Be the change you wish to see is an empowering mantra to remind us that we can step up and create the blueprints for the world we want to know. Powerful, meaningful change starts with you today. Despite our desire to see change, we can be overwhelmed by all that is going on in the world, and making a positive impact can seem impossible. Yet, it is healthy to have an interest in what is happening around us, but it is important not to become so disheartened that we can't find the inner light to ignite even the tiniest upward spiral of improvement. There is still so much natural beauty on this incredible blue planet, and there are organizations and solo game changers creating amazing transformation all the time. Shift your focus onto what is possible rather than what isn't. Okay, that's a really important sentence. Shift your focus onto what is possible rather than what isn't. Stepping forward with action, however small, will benefit the vibration of the planet in some way. We have more of a voice than we realize. As consumers, we can direct our energy and make a difference through ethical choices. By stepping out of our own needs and wants, we can help someone less privileged. We can pick up trash, be present with someone, or smile at those we share a path with. Small acts create a ripple of goodness in the world. Small acts create a ripple of goodness in the world. Consider how all beings can cohabitate this glorious planet. Let me say that again. Consider how all beings can co-inhabit, there you go, this glorious planet. Could you design a blueprint for ethical, compassionate, heart-centered living? What would the guardians of this earth need to be? How would they feel about themselves? What can you do to uphold this? This card inspires action, no matter how small, that will create a ripple of light in the world. You are part of a bigger picture, a greater story. I'm really feeling this, you guys. I'm tearing up. And your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. I know it's hard. I know it's hard when we feel like we're stuck in a cycle of chaos and we can't catch our breath, we can't catch our grounding, we can't seem to find center. And this is really talking about taking action, taking a small step towards moving towards a state of center, of being at peace and at calm within a storm. And by doing a small action, by being kind, by offering just space for someone to share their story, offering what wisdom you have from your own experiences, helps create goodness, kindness, and it helps raise the vibration of this beautiful planet. It's a lie that you don't matter. It's a lie that the little things you do won't add up. That's a lie. Every step you make towards self-realization, every step you make towards compassionate, kind choices helps to raise the vibration of this beautiful planet, our mother, Gaia, that we live on. So keep that in mind today. I feel like for many of you in the next, I'm going to say 3 or 4 days, it will be to your advantage to start to act in compassionate ways towards self and others. Meaning, take time for yourself, make space to take care of yourself, sleep if you need to, eat the cookie if you want to. Don't restrict yourself, don't hold yourself back. Live in joy of being, connect with the joy of being. I know it's really hard when you have issues with depression. I have lived with depression since I was very, very young. I'm feeling the energy of the depression and the anxiety right now, and it is overwhelming. And I usually cut the video out when I start feeling like this, when I start feeling emotions, but I feel like it's really important that I not stifle myself anymore. So I'm feeling the pain of this depression, this loss, and I understand how difficult it is to move from a place of utter lack of understanding, lack of love, feeling lack of being worthy, feeling lack of value. Own the fact that you are vital because you are conscious, you are aware, and you are God consciousness. The love you seek is within your own soul, and you can be whole in the moment you accept that. I found recently there's a power in accepting where you are. accepting what you need to deal with, accepting that what you want and the pace you want to go at may not really serve you. What serves you is aligning with the universe, trusting your path, trusting your magic, trusting your law of attraction work, trusting your meditations. Trust your inner voice, that deep inner voice, not the voice that tells you you're worthless, not the voice that tells you no one loves you, not the voice that tells you you don't matter. Those are programmed lies from the illusion. The truth of you is that you're more than worthy. You're connected. Everything you seek outside yourself is within you. That's powerful. It's a powerful moment. So when you own that, you can start to connect with what would, you know what, I'm going to get a couple more from the Beyond Lemuria deck here. We're just going to use this deck. If you could design your world, which you can, by the way, you're the creator. You're the master creator. You're here to learn how to create and manifest. And that is how you kind of level up here. That's how you enter a kind of what people call a 5D state. Okay, so you learn to work with time. You learn that time really is on your side. And there is a deeper wisdom to why your path that you've chosen is unfolding as it is. All right, I'm going to get one of these. Loving compassion. Oh, I just want y'all to connect with this. Can you feel the energy from this beautiful card? 16 reduces to a 7. 7 is the number of the etheric, the angelic, the spiritual. Loving compassion. I think it's time for many of you to, be compassionate to yourself. It's a lie that we have to work ourselves to death to survive. That's a lie. There's a lot of lies that have been told to us and programmed in us from the time we're born. School, our modern school system, a lot of people won't like this, but it's a programming system, okay? And in order for our children to fit in, we have to program them to a degree, I guess. But I feel like school life is school. And there are so many other ways we can teach our children. And mathematics, reading, all that stuff is very important. It helps create pathways to being creative, to finding our voice, to understanding our world. But there are things that we don't teach our children. One of them is loving compassion. We don't teach it as a fundamental structure of society, and we need to. Am I saying there should be a loving, compassionate schoolroom? Yes. I think you should have a book called Loving Compassionate Self, and that's part of your curriculum, because loving self is loving another. When you can touch the hand of the divine within you, it begins to flow like a river outside into the world. And this compassion breeds more compassion. And when we can share that with another, just hold space for someone else. Say a prayer for someone else if you like to pray. Meditate on how you can do what little movements you can do to improve the life of another. You improve your life, and vice versa. As you meditate and seek guidance, pray, whatever you do, for guidance on your pathway on how to move towards your goals, how to move towards manifesting a beautiful, compassionate world for yourself. You do that for others. We are all connected, and quantum physics talks about it. I believe in the future, what we call spirit will be called science. It'll be a different kind of science, but it will help us understand this etheric, spiritual aspect of self, because it's very real. Your experiences are very real, and they're valid because you have experienced them. We are all part of this large mechanism of God consciousness, and we can't exactly understand it, even when we can measure it, and someday I believe we will. That doesn't mean we understand it, because it is profound, but we can connect with it through loving compassion. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's get one more of these and see. All right, we have home. Oh, look at her heart here. It's just open, and it has, I'm feeling like star energy, like cosmic energy. And we have the eyes and the bubbles, awareness, cosmic awareness, connection. I feel like the bubbles of eyes are actually this light within her heart chakra. We have this, let me see, is that an eye? This eye here, there is actually a kind of chakra between your heart and your throat. And for many people, it helps them access their Akashic records, which is really just the cosmic storage computer system, okay, for all of your experiences, your multidimensional realities. And anyone can access those. And I find through meditation, when we become open, when we are in a state of peace and connection with this loving, compassionate energy within, the doorways to our inner selves begin to open, and we begin to see with these eyes here all of the different awarenesses of self. And the real secret, y'all, is we are everyone else. We've been everyone else. You've been everyone else, and they have been you. And it's a beautiful realization that we limit ourselves often by what we've been told. And it's time to open up to the reality of what's real in your universe, what's real for you. What are your rules? Do you have any? I know for me, I have set fire to the rule book. And it freed me, you know. I literally set fire to the rule book, actually. And it freed me. It freed me, and it continues to free me every day to be open to the truth of who I am. You are a unique being in this universe, and you deserve space to find your creative voice, to find loving, compassionate self, and give voice to it into the world. Today's a good day to meditate on, how do you want your world to really be? It may not be how you wanted it to be yesterday, because we're ever-changing beings. If you could dream the world into existence, what would that world look like? And take an action, no matter how small, towards that world. And you will begin to see the universe just miraculously open up a magnetic pathway that you feel guided to, because it feels good. It feels good. You feel whole. You feel as yourself. Okay, guys, that's what I got for today. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Remember, you matter, you're vital, and you're loved more than you know. Bye, guys.